Jesus Christ. You know, for a second.
Don't know if we're live or not.
Good morning, everyone, or evening, whatever. Welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming, where the stupidity is not a bug; it is in fact a feature. My name is Brenden. Tonight,
John.
I'm joined by.
Jesus, it's all ruined.
Hi, I'm Scott. This is our second time doing the intro because somebody didn't start the stream when he said he did.
No, I started streaming. We did not go live. It is a very different thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we are professionals after all, and in order to help our professionalism, you can help us out by liking and subscribing below. Now, this is where you would see a like and subscribe button if our professionalism included having a like and subscribe button ready. So please pretend there is one there, and then scroll down below and hit that like and subscribe.
This would be a perfect moment for studio mode.
This would be a perfect mode for him to tell me again that he hadn't started the stream.
The stream has started, and they have gotten exactly what they expect from us.
Oh, from their favorite weekly hobby streamers.
Unparalleled perfectionism.
Perfectionism. All right, we like it.
All right, listen here.
Well,
Can I not count?
Hey, look at that. We gotta leave a like, comment, and subscribe button. We're so good at this. Studio mode saves the day once again.
well, on that bombshell, Brenden, what are you working on?
Tonight, we are hopefully finishing up the Adeptus Arbites, the 2 subductor squads I'm working on, / some little shotgun guys. What are you working on, Scott?
I am working on 2 projects. I'm currently converting up a custom battlesuit commander because I've realized I need more battlesuits, so I'm kind of working on that right now. As well, I'm working on my conversion work for the Studio Necron army. However, there's some drawing time associated with that, so all that as I work on the Tau.
You know, just in time for some new detachments for Necrons.
Yo, we can talk about that later. But Jonathan, what are you working on?
I'm working on this new dope Bronze Age army. I'm just gonna make it Space Wolves.
You coward.
Says like, wait, hold on. Are you really?
No, I'm making Space Wolves.
I'm making Space Wolves.
Hey, at least he's like actually hobbying on Hobby Stream.
Right, I should be playing E5. I forgot.
I mean, you did wear a Stellaris sweater today, so
that is true. You got several compliments. I don't think anybody complimenting it knew that it was a Stellaris sweater, but we take the win.
I mean, like, given you guys' this job, I feel like it's pretty. The number of Stellaris players has to be above average.
Everybody just thought it was a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey man, when you get a compliment, you just say thank you and you move on. Like I'm not. I'm just taking it what I can.
Fair. Arbites Exaction Squad. Let's fucking go.
yeah, chat. What are you guys working on? It looks like Tim is finishing his Blood Bowl team, which we posted on the Discord, which also is in the description below. So if you guys are interested in sharing your hard work, just go into the description and hit that little join button. It still works, right?
God, I hope so.
Yep, it still works. Okay. I try to check it every couple weeks just to be safe. But yes, it still works. So join the Discord below, where you can hang out and post your minis.
We'd love to see ya.
Oh, Perkysaurus are building 30 Sacrosancts, and Wanting Fire is here with a hey.
Hey. It's Fat Albert.
No one done assembling 18 Thunderwolf Cav.
How's that going for you, John?
I'm almost done. I have arms, heads, and shoulder pads to glue on, and then I'm out, and then I'm good.
I mean, fair enough. What more can you want?
Unfortunately, I have acquired 2 more boxes of Face Wolves, and I found a 3rd one that I haven't assembled yet.
Whoa.
You're so good at this.
Yeah. So after I finish this 1800 Wolf Cav, I have a box of Scouts, I have a box of Head Takers, and Blood Claws. Then if I get them assembled fast enough, I'll try and get some airbrush priming done.
So if you guys would like to see Space Wolves on the channel, be sure to bully Jonathan.
Which you
Hey,
can do
I'm
on the
getting it done.
Discord.
If we have learned anything on this channel, is that bullying Jonathan works. Just Jonathan.
done.
Don't bully other people.
Also, it doesn't work.
Doesn't
The
it,
more
Jen?
you all tell me to paint something, the less inclined I am to paint it. That's the actual lesson you all should learn with the Tyranid stuff.
Yeah, Scott, how about them new Necron detachments? Did you see some of those?
I was looking at so apparently Goonhammer put out like review posts for them today.
Oh.
So it sounds like they have the whole kit and caboodle, which I was surprised about. I didn't get a chance to read those because I had to actually work. However, on my like half-mile walk into the office, I was able to read the Games Workshop article at the very least, and they look really cool. The oh gosh, what the Catan Shard one, where they're just reality is falling apart around them. It's like, oh, that's such a cool idea.
You know what's funny with that one, actually? You remember
Yeah,
that?
it's very stylistically similar to the assassin detachment for Imperial agents.
I was gonna say, in hindsight, the Assassin's attachment was a playtest for that.
Yeah, kinda. So, chat,
Huh?
our friends in chat, and Jonathan apparently. What he means by that is that those detachments, that if you take specific units, you have to purchase an upgrade for them.
The enhancements
So
are not optional.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's a buff to the unit, but also it's a couple points to it. So it's an enhancement to that unit that you have to take if you take that in your army. But
Interesting.
they're all really good. Like let me.
What's this assassin detachment?
Veiled something task force, Veiled Blade task force.
Something
Sounds
like
right.
that.
Yeah, I saw it
But
a day earlier.
all four
What
of the
ar-
assassins are epic heroes.
What
it's
army is
for
that?
Sorry, I misunderstood the question.
What type of
is-
assassin? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's for Imperial agents. It's for Imperial
Oh,
agents.
okay.
Yes, the Imperial Agents got missed attachment last year. Still moderately disappointed about that, but that's neither here nor there.
But yes, and then the weird thing for that is all of the assassins are epic heroes, and they're not expensive epic heroes either.
Not in Imperial Agents, at least. They're like 80 something points.
Yeah, like the Imperial Agents detachment is built around 4 guys that together are like less than 500 points. Which is super weird. The Catan Shards, though, sure, the Nightbringer, the Void Dragon, and the Deceiver, they're technically epic heroes, but there's also a generic one too. So you could bring 6 of them, and they're more points. So they would be a significant portion of your army still.
There's a generic one?
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
If you get the Tesseract Vault or whatever, if you build it as like one thing, you also get a Catan out of it.
Fascinating.
Or if you build it, I guess, closed, you get the Catan out of it. You can so either have it open with the Catan model, or you have it like closed and you get a separate Catan model. Yes. So Tristan wants to know, wait, is this stuff for 500 worlds? It is. The detachments are coming out separately, so they're actually not going to be. You don't have to buy 500 worlds to get access to them. They will be released on their own.
But if you do buy 500 Worlds, you'll get a physical copy of it, which I like physical copies. I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer, but
Boomer. I mean, I kind of like it just because like it is a little nice. I like it when they do like campaign books and it comes with like more rules. Personally,
yeah.
like it can get overwhelming. I know a lot of like super hardcore competitive players hate it because it's a lot of money to spend if you want like the good stuff. But it also gives you a reason to keep buying like campaign books and like try something new as an edition goes out, which I like personally. But
Yeah, which is fair. That's fair.
I refuse to give money to support Ultramarine propaganda.
go ahead, John.
Oh
Give us your
yeah.
hot take tonight.
Nah, he was part of the protest at Nottingham.
I was.
So you want more Ultramarines?
I and every true son of Erebus was.
I don't think you
Wait,
understand what
Tim,
the protest was.
Tim, I thought your job was making things go boom. Or at least former job. I think technically you're Gen X? Is Tim counts Gen? I don't actually know it anymore.
Okay,
I don't know
Boomer
what
was
Gen X
born right
is.
after World War II until like 1959. Like most of our
Well,
parents are partially boomers.
yeah. But Tim, I'm assuming, is younger than that. But Tim is timeless. Timeless Tim.
Timeless Tim the Enchanter.
Tim?
They call me Tim? 45, 46. Not sure why. He's a bridgeman. Glad I'm on
Oh,
stream with
okay.
literally the only
Got
two
it.
people that would get that joke.
Yep, because I went straight to Stormlight Archives.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Someone's not monitoring chat. Chat bully this man. Laugh at him.
Except you won't see it.
Exactly.
Factual. Your attacks have no effect on him.
Chat laugh at this man.
Who decided that?
My modeling station is away from my computer.
Oh, that's right, you moved it. You feng shuied a bit.
Unswizzled.
For very
Oh,
stupid reasons.
Why is that, Jonathan?
The light from my computer was annoying my fish, so I moved my entire computer.
Yeah, so Jonathan has his first pets of fish, and Jonathan is very good about doing research on things. He has done a lot of fish-based research.
Yes, that is accurate. I know a lot more about ammonia than I did a couple months ago.
This is how John's like biologist story starts. He got fish and he decided to make a career move.
I'm a fish guy now. It's like
Jonathan Fishman.
3 months ago, I like said to somebody, I think people who like talk to their pets are weird and cringe. Like I don't understand it. And then today I come home and I'm like, fishy, fishy, fishy. I got it now. I understand.
See, he
Pets
gets it.
are the OG parasocial relationship.
What do you mean they love me?
Yeah.
In like a commentary on depression, it is nice to have something in my apartment that is always happy to see me.
Side note, that like triggered a thing I saw earlier. I found a not YouTube channel, but it's like a Facebook TikTok thing where the guy makes quote unquote D&D sandwiches. So he has a dice tower and he rolls dice for what he puts on the sandwich.
Oh,
Roll for
no.
sandwich.
Yeah, roll for sandwich. And I saw one recently, or just today, where he rolled, and the only two things he rolled was literally 2 slices of cheese. And so he's like, tastes like 3 a.m. Don't have a job, depression.
Well, I've seen him make much worse sandwiches, to be fair.
Yeah, I saw. I think that was.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning, 'cause he rolled none on the bread, and then he was like, "Well, we've done this before," and it showed like a cut to him like doing it, but it was like all goopy. Like, he's like desperately trying to eat it. He's like, "Well, it probably can't go any worse than that one did, so it's okay." Perky Source says, "Carpe diem, don't be coy."
Funny you should say that.
Was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I don't know what you guys just said. I'm mildly concerned about Scott. I think we might have lost him.
I'm still here.
No, mentally.
Oh, maybe. I said, but that was a good one. It was a good one.
Oh, is that what you said?
Where is you?
I did not hear at all what you're saying. It sounded like you were repeating the same thing over and over again. It's like, oh, that's it.
That was a good one.
Oh. Let's not.
Jeez, you don't listen to me anymore, Brenden.
I try not to.
That's readily apparent.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
I am almost free.
You can't escape us, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
I'm almost free from a Sublime Thunderwolf Cav.
Oh, that's a pretty good thing to be free from.
Well, at least you finally like committed to it.
Yeah.
And here I am, converting Necrons because existence is made more difficult by me.
I dropped a head. I don't know where it went.
I went to our local game store to pick up a couple Space Wolf boxes, and more importantly, Space Wolf contrast paint.
Which she apparently did not know existed until earlier today.
That is true.
Oh, Jonathan. Why?
I U-turned as I was leaving the parking lot because I forgot the paint, which was the main reason why I went to the store.
Oh, whoopsie. I've been there, done that.
I thought Space Wolf Gray was like the regular paint. I knew there was a base paint that was like Space Wolf Gray.
I think it's Fenrisian Gray.
Yeah, it's Fenrisian and Rust Gray.
GW, we got to talk about your naming conventions.
But yeah, no, it works pretty well. I've actually used it for I used it for my Gandalf for the Fellowship of the Ring.
Why am I so bad at counting?
Excellent question. Why are
I'm
you
down 3 heads, as I did not clip out enough heads, and I have thrown all of my sprues in the trash.
That's not at all concerning.
Heads roll as Arbites attempt to gain control of the situation. More news at 11.
I'll allow it, Scott, but you have to do it in the style of the Lego City commercials.
Oh.
A man has fallen to the river in Lego City. Heads will roll as Arbites come to commit police brutality on the masses. Assemble the Lehman Russ.
Heretics have fallen to the Hive City. Actually, speaking of which, side note, for everyone who is a big fan of the Lehman Russ Arbites vehicle control system, or riot control system, we have gotten a second one. There will soon be more.
Militarization of this Hive City's police force has gone too far.
And it's 40k. I feel like we all knew this was going to happen.
That's fair. Man, if only you could run those in Imperial agents.
Ah, but you see, Scott, by hook or crook, I have managed to get a full 2,000 point army worth of Imperial agents.
So how did you? I feel like there's a joke that I missed somewhere.
What joke?
I don't know.
I know it's possibly Brendan's correction. I don't know.
I haven't read the army list, so I don't know what this entails.
It is, in fact, 2,000 points of an army list. It is a legal army list. I can play it.
Is it
Okay.
good?
What all is in it?
Everything.
Okay. You gotta be more specific.
Basically, every data sheet that isn't a Grey Knight, actual Death Watch squad, or a Sisters of Battle. Otherwise, if you name it, it is almost certainly in there.
Like I feel like we can get to 300,000 to 2,000 points of agents pretty fast if we just add a bunch of Grey Knight Terminators.
I refuse to buy Grey Knight Terminators.
You can have mine.
I don't want Grey Knight Terminators. They're too
What you're
sad.
thinking Grey Knight Terminator handouts.
It's not a matter of like, I don't want to buy them really. It's that I just don't want them in general. I will buy Grey Knight Terminators when we get a new Grey Knight Terminator kit. Until that day, I refuse to buy Grey Knight Terminators.
So, wild stories from the past, chat. I started playing 40K when that kit got made.
Yeah, because Grey Knights were originally part of the, what was it, like the Inquisition Codex that they had in like the
Uh,
third edition or something,
it
but they
was
were all
Demon
metal.
Hunters, and I actually have it.
Demon Hunters, thank you, yes.
Give me a second, and I can grab it.
But yeah, they were part of the Demon Hunters Codex, along with the Sisters of Battle, but they were all metal.
Yep.
And then what was it, 6th or 7th edition? They
Fifth.
did, it was 5th edition. Okay, I was wrong. So 5th edition, they did an entire range refresh for the Grey Knights. So they made them all plastic. That's when the baby carrier came out.
Behold, the origin of the Inquisition. Codex Demon Hunters.
Behold.
Somewhere in here is the actual models. Give me a second. A bunch of artwork. Very beautiful. Old codexes were very nice to look at. Full artwork. We have Grey Knights. So actually, Grey Knights being the Inquisition Codex has brought them back to their roots, because you used to be able to bring them as little allies, and now you can again. Didn't used to be able to do that. Bunch of artwork. A lot of these models were still on sale until very recently. Like, let's see, that Storm Speeder, you can get that. I think that is the, that's not the current Tactical Squad kit. Old-fashioned Stormtroopers before Kazarkin even existed. You could get access to Stormtroopers. That Inquisitor model.
Oh gosh, I forgot there was a, I thought there was a precursor to the Metal Kazakrid.
What do you mean?
I forgot about those stormtroopers because those guys are precursors to the Metal Kazakrin, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they predate the Metal Kazarkin. I think you had like Stormtroopers. I want to say Guard could just take Stormtroopers, but then there were Inquisitional Stormtroopers as well. Old Inquisitor model, he was on sale until relatively recently.
Like we had the Metal Kazakhin, so
I think
I don't know before. Fuck. I don't know before that.
can't really see him, but the old Inquisitor model for what's his name, the Ordo Malleus one. Shoot, I can't remember his
Birdman?
name. Huh?
The bird guy.
Yeah, that one. That model was literally on sale until like a year ago, almost 2 years now. I guess a little over 2 years, a little under.
Really good pair of pants. Well, now he has a really good pair of pants.
Heh. There he is.
Tristan's saying he thought that the sisters were from the Witch Hunters Codex.
They are. They were, or well, actually, they date back to Rogue Trader, believe it or not. One of their very first depictions is in the Rogue Trader core book.
Did they have a model though?
I think they did. I think they had models. I'm sure they got some in Rogue Trader. I think they got some basically in second edition, and that was their models until the new plastics came out. They like never got updated.
Yeah, they stopped existing for a hot minute.
Well, no, they existed. You could
correctly.
play them. They just got like zero real support. They would get rules. They were playable. I'm not sure they were.
They would get White Dwarf rules.
Yeah, which is usually not
6th
a good
and 7th
sign for an
edition.
actual army. And a bunch more lore stuff, rules, game modes, and yeah. Well, Codex Demon Hunters. Bet you guys didn't expect to see that, did ya? Yeah,
Where the hell did you find that?
Used bookstore here in town.
Oh, that would make sense.
It would track. That would track.
I have a 4th edition Fantasy Battles Orc Codex somewhere.
How many editions did Fantasy Battles get to before it was blown up?
8, I want to say.
I think 8.
That sounds right.
8 was the edition I played before I left for college. and I'm pretty sure it died right then. So
When it came
Apparently
back,
John was the one keeping it
believe it or
alive.
not, gone. Which I guess, to be fair, is kind of what happened with 40K when I went to basic, so really it kind of works out. I left for basic in a pre-Gilliman world. I came back in a Primaris one.
I left for college, and I was gonna ask my mother to ship me my magic cards or my 40K stuff, and I shipped my magic cards. So I only played Magic through all of college.
Hello, Arias. I see you. You missed an entire codex, Wanting Fire. Unironically, you did miss an entire codex. But, yeah, I think they released that one. They released Codex Witch Hunters.
Oh,
And there's...
Sisters in Green Ice never had a crossover. Don't look it up.
I wonder if it's in that book, actually. It might be.
We never had a crossover?
Sisters and Grey Knights.
Actually, I lie. I think it's the Grey Knights 5th edition codex where that happened.
What? Do I want to know?
The incident.
I still don't know what that means.
We don't talk about the duel incident. Okay, I definitely clipped off the wrong legs. That's like 90 or something.
Are you bloody kidding me? I was done!
Or were you?
Dun, dun, dun!
One of these wolves broke off its base, and they are not the easiest thing to put on a base in the first place.
I clip off completely wrong legs. Hell yeah. I'm so good at this. But yeah, they were also supposed to release a Codex Xenohunters that would focus on like Death Watch and stuff, and then it got canceled.
Name a more iconic good duo. Death Watch getting canceled. Man, 11's gonna be wild.
Whenever that happens. Which I'm assuming is soon if we've started 500 worlds now.
I think even in like, they've even acknowledged that like, it's time for like end of the edition campaigns. I'm pretty sure they kind of like mention it when they're talking about the White Dwarf that's coming out. And they're supposed to preview some stuff.
Alright, time to play some EU5 while I'm clipping this stupid Space Wolf on his face.
Oh, hey, why is your face cam? Or is that supposed to be face cam or dog cam? Pup cam?
It's face cam. I turned it
Where's
off while I
your
was
face?
rummaging through my closet. Thank you, Wanting Fire.
Probably go look at this chat thing.
It would
What is this
behoove you.
chat that you speak of?
Also, while I'm at my computer, I can go look at Warlord Games Bronze Age.
Bronze Age.
Oh. They're gonna sneak it onto the Saturday side quest vote one of these months.
We're not gonna stick it onto the vote. We're just gonna bring it one day.
Yeah, we're just gonna play it. We're gonna like vote on something else, Scott, and then you're gonna be a little surprised that John and I volunteer, and then we're gonna get there and it's going to be Bronze Age, and you're gonna be like, why? You're like, you didn't bring the army they voted on, or we'll be like, yeah, we didn't.
That is fair. I will say next month, Saturday side quest, we are not putting up to a vote. We're going to do it the Saturday before the Super Bowl, and we're going to be playing Blood Bowl.
Spoiler
I
alert.
thought that was fitting.
I mean, you can't
But-
just not.
Gotta play Blood Bowl. I've never played Blood Bowl, but
It's America's real game.
it looks like a neat game system. I was hanging out while Jeff was playing it at the store last Friday. I want to say. I think that was last Friday.
We do it early or late Bronze Age?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
The number of chariots. It depends. Is chariot spam meta? If it's not, I'm not interested.
Then get out of my face.
Get out of my swamp.
Are there any differences between these two boxes?
Oh, it looks like Wanting Fire is actually not familiar with Blood Bowl. Scott, would you
Oh.
like to fill him in?
Blood Bowl is fantasy football. Literally. It is violent football that has a bunch of Warhammer fantasy races in it. So you have like orc teams and snotling teams and skaven teams and
And vampires
lizardmen,
and all the different kinds of
vampires,
elves,
mummies,
dwarves, humans.
dwarfs. So yeah, it's football. But I guess it's more akin to rugby because of the gratuitous violence. But it's a very goofy game. They have a very good computerized version of it on Steam, apparently, that plays very well.
I think it's had like there's like 3 of them.
Is there?
Yeah, I think their latest
How
one's
much do I
Blood Bowl
know?
3. What did you say?
It shows how much I know.
Thank you, Perkysaurus. Thank you for that input. Wouldn't need to know that. Really need to know that.
This is important information.
Very important.
I our store does have the gnome team, and I do kind of want to get it. But Tim also wanted to get it for his wife, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna deny you of that because they're out of stock on James' Workshop mothership, and there's only one at the store. It has like a little fox and everything. That's funny.
Sometimes I think Scott's a good person.
Eh,
Okay.
Only sometimes. Only sometimes.
only sometimes. Okay, cool. Don't wanna.
Wait, yo. The Bretonian Blood Bowl team is sick.
Is it?
Yes. This squad's dope.
Hold on. I'm working with green stuff right now. Can you send it to me?
Scott, Tim says you guys can share it.
Oh, that is fair. That is fair. We could share it. Sharing is caring.
I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but
I don't know.
you get it like on weekends, is it every other week?
We get visitation rights.
Is it like once a month? Like, what's the. How does this work here? What are we doing here, Tim? What are we doing here?
Oh yeah, no, those are sick. They were like the Bryon Barons were like the. Are they this edition's like new team, or were they last editions?
I think it's this edition.
But yeah, it's just a neat little game that Games Workshop puts out. That's just football with rampant cheating, but that is part of the rule set.
I will forever be haunted by the game that you're actively allowed to cheat in as long as you don't get caught. And I can't remember what it's called. And I keep remembering about it, but I can never remember what it was actually called or even what it was actually about.
Isn't it like a card game or something?
That sounds right.
It's not Flux.
Also, chat, if you see part number 58, alert me. Because I don't. This is a packed. There it is.
Oh, it's there. It's there on it's on the sprue.
I'm gonna punch you.
On the sprue. See right there.
You don't live nearly far enough away from me for that not to be a viable threat.
Hey, Brendan, I found it.
John, you live even closer, you fool.
See, Jonathan will be the speed bump.
Well, you don't know where I live.
All of a sudden, I'm very hungry.
I gotta eat.
I had spaghetti for dinner though. I should be okay.
God. Why did I do this to myself?
Oh,
That's a
also,
great question.
most importantly of all, tomorrow we will be getting, finally, after years of waiting, the drop pod
care.
detachment. Shut up! I will find you.
I know you're happy, and I'm happy for you, but having an entire detachment based on a data sheet that lets you turn one deep strike does not sound like a good bloody time.
Not for you.
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
I'm curious to see that. I will say this. I'm actually eating pretty good as far as like the campaign books that are coming out. First, we got 500 Worlds, so obviously Space Marine stuff. And then we're going to have Maelstrom, and we're going to have Chaos Space Marine stuff. And I am actually really excited for Huron Blackheart and Friends.
That is a good model.
Yeah, the ones they've showed off so far are really good.
Not excited for Prince Uriel.
Not really,
I
no.
forgot Prince Uriel's getting an update.
Also, we haven't actually seen him yet.
Not officially.
Well, no, like it was a very fuzzy picture. You can only tell it's him by like his hat.
This guy's like, I've seen him.
Do what?
I've seen him.
Through his sources.
Also, they've announced that they're doing Eldari Corsairs.
Well, they hinted at it. I don't think they directly stated it, but it got about
They
as
said
close
they're
as you
doing
can.
other Corsairs with pointy
Yeah,
ears.
I was saying that's like about as close as you can possibly get without naming it. But
Yeah.
Isn't there already a Corsair kill team?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, but you think that they're alluding that they're going to flesh that out a little bit?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't they just have a book come out about Corsairs that was actually pretty good?
yeah, Void Scarred. I heard it was really good actually. I know it got like Black Library, like #2 book of the year, but
So how do y'all feel about the Model of the Year winner?
who won for
Who was
40K?
the Model of the Year winner?
Logan.
It's fair enough. I mean Logan's really good, but
Who else would have won?
that's what I'm trying to say. Is like I just can't think of anyone that was necessarily better. Like I don't love Logan, but
Lycus
Fulgrim was
was
number
this year.
2.
let me just pull it up.
Lycus the Phoenix Lord was number 2. Or not number 2, was also this year. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
She was probably the coolest out of that Phoenix Lord range. She's cooler than Barioth. Cooler than Fugan. Oh, the new
Where'd
the
this
model's
be?
bad. The unit is bad, so you haven't seen it in a while. But the new Avatar of Cain was this year too.
oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
The what?
Is that really this year?
Avatar of Cain.
No, that wasn't this year. That was a couple years ago. Because he came out with like the actual Eldari drop. He's been out for a while.
Didn't Lycus also come out with the Eldari drop?
Did what?
Didn't Lycus
A
also
new
come out with
Phoenix
the Eldari
Lord.
drop?
Yeah, all the Phoenix Lords came out with the actual with like the 10th edition drop. I thought.
No. No, they came out with the 10th edition Codex, but that was... I think that was more recent than... Hold on.
No, because I
The Avatar
remember
of Cain released whenever Lycus released.
I remember looking at the like new stuff coming for Eldari, including the Phoenix Lords, when I was like in Austin for that wedding, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Hold on, we're researching.
I'm trying to find the Black Library thing, but everything changed.
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Any one of you would.
No,
You
it's,
couldn't help yourself.
It was January this year.
Or last year.
Well, okay, 2025.
Because it
sorry.
is January this year.
It was It was almost a year ago, exactly.
Was the Avatar Kane release?
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, what was in the wave?
Hell if I know, but
Because I know that Lycus, the new Fugan, the new Barioth, Swooping Hawks,
Okay.
Warp Spiders.
Avatar of Kane came out in 2002. Or 2022, sorry. Missed a
No
zero.
shot. Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at a Reddit post from 3 years ago that shows a picture of it with the year 2022 under it.
sounds made up.
You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, you're right.
Yeah, it's like he has been around for a while.
I was gonna say it didn't sound right that that was the same release, but my memory's not good enough to trust that. So
The
I
model is
found
sick,
the
though.
vote for Book
Still
of the
sick.
Year.
It's bad now, though, but it's sick.
um, but yeah. So Brent, do we have any word about the drop pod detachment?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Just that that exists and that it's getting previewed tomorrow.
Yeah, they at the end of today's article they confirmed that it is a drop pod, which I figured it was based on the name Orbital Assault Force. Like obviously that has to be at least partially drop pod focused. And then at the end of today's article they specifically called it drop pod. Okay, so Black Library Book of the Year this year was Drop Site Massacre. Void Scarred was second. Interceptor City was third. Then Archmagos, About Call, Ashes of the Imperium, Era of Ruin for Heresy, Brain, Fulgrim, Grotznik the Mad Doc, Remnant Blade, and Tomb World. Nice little selection of books.
It's been a hot minute since I read a Black Library book.
Well, get Audible. They're fun. They're perfect for like car rides.
That or Libby.
No, Libby, our local library doesn't have any 40K audiobooks.
That's sad.
I have too many like other books I need to read.
You could get Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I think Dungeon Crawl Carl has become my new book of like if the more people tell me to read it, the less likely I am to.
How's it feel like to be a hipster?
Not really. It's not being a hipster. It's being like I don't not interested in it and keeping repeating me, telling me I'm going to be, makes me less interested in it.
Hey, kind of hipsterish behavior.
It's not
B.
fucking hipsterish.
Scott,
It's gonna show
Glass
up
house,
next to you
bro.
with a beanie on.
you're in a glass house throwing stones, my man. Also,
Yeah, let's all turn on
mean,
our
you
real
know.
enemy, Scott.
It takes one to know one is all I'm saying.
You can't infect me. I'm too powerful.
I'm saying your base level is also pretty hipster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, that's some pretty hipster behavior. You're gonna show up in a beanie next stream. I'm trying to think of other like stereotypical hipster things, but I'm drawing a blank right now.
I did actually get 2 beanies for Christmas.
It's happening! I told you. I warned you guys.
It's spreading. I need to prevent myself from getting infected.
Yeah, that's the late. I took a break from. I'm taking a break from Wheel of Time for a book because I just did the last 6 like back to back to back. It's like,
Bruh.
okay.
Why would you do
How
that
much
to
fun is that?
yourself?
I don't know, because it's good.
Aren't you like in? I feel like that's like you're in the slog.
No, it's still good. It's just I wanted a palate cleanser just because I've done 6 back to back.
I just feel like when the fan base calls it the slog, like that says something.
I think the next book's part of the slog, but regardless, I wanted a palate cleanser, so I started Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's a lot of fun.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's not like the new War and Peace or something, but it's just a fun book, and that's okay.
I am on the 3rd book of The Expanse.
Yeah, I know Tristan's been really enjoying that.
I love it.
I started Elemental Council.
I've heard that's pretty good.
I'm enjoying it so far. It's a long book by 40k standards. It's 16 hours on Audible.
That's pretty long by 40k standards.
Yeah, like Black Library probably averages somewhere between like 10 to 12 hours. Like they're usually not very long. So it's kind of impressive, all things considered.
You know, the tower pretty impressive is all I can say.
Debatable.
I think after I finish book 3 of The Expanse, I'm gonna read A Song of Ice and Fire.
Why?
So you can be disappointed that the last one's never coming. Well, the next one's never coming out.
Because it's one of the most popular fantasy series of all time.
It's also one of the least recommended because it's probably not going to get an ending. You know what? It was also one of the most popular fantasy series of all time. Freaking Kavoth, whatever the actual book series is, I can't remember.
Patrick Rothfuss's
Yeah.
series.
Name of the Wind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, that's the first book. I don't know the actual series name, but that series, same boat, was once upon a time one of the most popular fantasy series out.
I mean, at least George R. R. Martin says he's working on it.
At least George R. R. Martin has the excuse that he'll die soon.
Yeah, fair. All right, question for the class from Wanting Fire. Actually, so let me make sure I'm catching up with these in order. Wanting Fire loves the Black Templar on the top left. It is a good ad, very Brenden-like in nature.
I need to put my magnets on them. That's why they're there.
Tristan is saying that his favorite. So Tristan, remind me, have you gone through all the Expanse books at this point? But he said his favorite was 2.
So I know from the show, the events of 2 are my favorite.
Okay, fair.
Book 3 does have my favorite moment so far. I don't know if I want to spoil things on stream, but there is a very funny moment in book 3.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive? He's learning my tricks. He's not responding.
No, I've moved on to working on other things.
Wandering Fire does ask, is there a good Salamander book that we recommend?
No.
Is there not a good Salamander book, or is it we don't know of what? We don't know the one to recommend.
Actually, I don't know, actually, to be honest. I'm not sure if there's any good Salamander books. I feel like...
There's gotta be, though, right?
I know their heresy books aren't very well recommended. But I feel like, as far as, like, 40k books, like, Space Marine chapters come up, I feel like they're, like, whatever books they do have don't come up very often, which isn't necessarily a good sign. So I don't know. You probably have to ask the Salamander subreddit, which I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and look, 'cause I'm already like kind of on it for my kill team for the instructions.
Also, Jonathan, Tristan is saying to message him your favorite moments.
Yeah, I'm typing it out.
John's like, I'm way ahead of you. You get on his level, Scott.
I'm sorry. I'm too busy green stuffing these damn Necrons.
I guess there's a good point. The Drop Site Massacre book just came out, which heavily features salamanders, because, of course, they're one of the 3 factions there.
It just came out?
Yeah, it came out this year. They really did like a standalone Drop Site Massacre. No, the Drop Site Massacre really... So it's... Well, yeah, it's in the 3rd.
It was like it was supposed to be the tie-in book for the new...
Actually, no. It doesn't show up in the 3rd, because that's the...
It's in Fulgrim.
It's Van 3. Yeah, it's in Fulgrim. Fulgrim's the first time we see it, but it's very focused on like Fulgrim and to a lesser extent the Emperor's Children, of course. This one I think is focused on like the actual, I think the loyalists. So that'd probably be a good one to check out. Okay, we have a thread in the Salamanders 40K subreddit.
Highly recommended.
Yeah, apparently it got voted best book of the year for Black Library, so that might be a good one to start.
That's also what I was going to go. Well, that's while I was on my computer. What else was in the running for the best model?
I have to pull it up. Give me a second.
I'll pull it up right now.
Oh, okay.
There's
Sons of the Forge.
From too much assembling. Logan Grimnir
They
was
kind of
number
recommend.
1, followed by Fulgrim, Ethan Sean, Phoenix Lord Lekis, and Lord Marshal Dreer.
Who was that second one?
Fulgrim?
Or I thought you said Ethan, or maybe the third one. Ethan something.
Oh, that's
the Raven Guard character.
That one's so good,
one
though.
Looks like he's a My Chemical Romance artist. Yep. Got it.
And yet not as Chemical Romance as the one that came before. So I pulled up a Salamander's novel recommendations thread from literally a year ago, and the only comment is, unfortunately, the author of the Salamanders book kind of sucks. Let's start with Vulcan Lives. So there you go.
For AOS, we have the Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon, the Chaos Knight or the Chaos Warrior that you gave me, the other build option of the Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon, the Dreadnought thing from the Chaos Dwarves, and then a skeleton on a horse.
Shout out to Dreadnought thing.
For others, our number 1 is Mio Ying.
That tracks.
Saturnine Praetor, Darkwater, I guess just the entirety of it. Saturnine Dreadnought, and the Sky Lantern for Cathay.
364.
Brenden, how's your Cathay army coming?
I don't want to talk about it.
Somebody to buy a Mio Ying.
I will get Cathay someday. I've actively talked about it. The process right now, I'm going to finish these guys, of course, but the focus is getting my Soviets painted. So that might be something we start here in a week or so, assuming I can get good enough weather to prime. So focus is getting Soviets painted, because I can probably do that in a week. They're not going to be hard or anything. Then, once I get that done, my focus is on my orcs. Because I also did just get, I got 3 more units. I got another unit of Killicans. And
I forgot that you had orcs.
I do have orcs. I have literally built 3 of the models I have for them. Or I guess I built 5. So I have 2 Death Dreads that are built. And then I have some Mega Knobs. Like a tech dude. So I can technically play them. But my in-laws gave me another truck. So the school bus of doom grows.
Ooh.
By which I mean my trucks that I'm going to paint school bus yellow that are going to move around all my grunts. I'm going to try and get the little grunt herder, or whatever he's called.
Runt herder.
Runt herder. And I'm going to give him a little stop sign.
From the Hybrid Metamorphs. Or not, Hybrid Metamorphs kit.
Something like that. I might just card stock it or something. But
that's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a little stop sign. For all my grats. I guess I have a crap ton of grats too. They're somewhere in the box. Ironically, they have been on the channel.
Too.
But yeah.
Also, you know what else you have?
I got 3 boxes of Killicans.
I was gonna say you have 20 blue horrors. Or pink horrors.
Yeah, I got those too. I think it's the blue. Yeah, pink horrors.
They're apparently at my house because I think you were out of town when I got that shipment.
No, not. I have them.
Well, then whose blues are these?
I don't. I thought Bird got some.
Oh, maybe they're Bird's blues? I thought I gave him his already.
I definitely have some here. I mean, if they're unclaimed, I'll take them. Don't think for a second I won't.
I think you already gave me money for them though, so If it wasn't you, then I'll check with him.
That's what I'm saying. Check with him, and I'm just saying, like, if he's like, no, I have mine, then I will take them.
Because I was opening the box of Necrons that we got, because I got a bunch of used minis to flesh out our Necron army, and I went in there and it's like, oh hey, why is there 20 blue horror or pink horrors in here?
Wait a minute.
All right, let's see. Oh wow, this Vulcan Lives book is the one where Vulcan beats up Conrad with. Is that the one where he beats up Conrad with his hammer? I'll take that as a yes.
Maybe. I don't know if that's the book or not, but I know that is one of my favorite scenes.
You forget something, brother.
What?
Huh? It's also a
Hammer.
hammer.
Squeaky
Wreckage.
toy. Squeaky toy noise. Oh. The immortal words of Bricky. Conrad's a shitter, and I love him for it.
Kristen, I've come up with 2 spin-off match lists for my sister orders based on different phases of my crusade narrative. Oh, so trying to make a more like. Oh yeah, I think we were talking about this a little bit yesterday. Looking to have a more competitive list for if and when your store does some more tournaments.
Tournament. Dun, 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 tournament.
Tournament.
Dun, 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 tournament. Dun, dun. You all now have
Brenden,
what?
Unless you plan on bringing it to Adepticon.
you have the parts in a scout kit to get 2 missile launcher guys, right?
If you bought the Tin Man, yeah. Also, Space Wolves can't run scouts. You know that, right?
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. Unless they changed it.
And
Are you sure?
yes,
I would double check that. Because I think that might have changed with the Wolf Scouts. Because they have a unique scout unit.
it's in the app, not flagging error.
Well, I mean, they might change it. I know for a long time they weren't able to. I guess when they dropped the 10th edition codex, they probably changed it because they didn't have a Wolf Scout kit for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, you should have enough. So what I did was I made 2 missile guys because it's more versatile than the heavy bolter, and then 2 sniper dudes because damage 2 never hurt nobody except for other Space Marines. And I gave everybody else the whatchamacallit, the little bolter. Just because I didn't feel like giving the leader a chainsword for no real reason.
Oh
If I
shoot,
could
Tristan's
find
over here getting ready to throw hands apparently.
Why does he want to throw hands?
I asked him, what I asked if he's making it for tournaments in his store. No, he's making tournament list for next time next time we run a tournament.
Oh.
Like, oh shoot. All right.
Oh, he's
All right.
showing up. You heard it here
All
first,
right,
folks. Tristan's going to be at the next tournament, whenever that is.
Probably extra life this year.
Yeah.
Chris is gonna be here tomorrow.
I'm on a plane and rapidly approaching your location. Oh god, oh god. It's gonna show up to Armo and just kick our butts. Like, hey, you're supposed to play this guy. No, I'm playing them. Just them. Tristan goes 5-0 at Armo.
Yeah, it just first day, all 3 rounds, it's just one of us, and he just bodies us the entire time.
I came here to chew bubblegum and beat up Scott.
He's getting just the right number of points to play whoever is next. Like, oh god. Until he gets to Jeff, the final boss.
Man, if I could get a box of Wolf Scouts, though.
I mean, they'll come out soonish, probably. They're next up on the slate, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Like, we could literally get a individual box announced for them any week now. It could very well be this Sunday.
That's going to be an expensive week for me.
Is it ever not?
We'll have to buy multiple copies of the Wolf Scout box, because they're in 5s.
Oh, to be clear, you don't have to buy anything.
No, I have to buy multiple copies of that. And then, who else is coming out with them? Tau Stealth Teams, so I have to buy a couple boxes of them, too. How do you feel about them, Scott, actually?
I like them. I think they're looking good. However, I believe I have enough stealth suits that I don't need to get them.
Because I mean, I have three mans, so I have 10 I have 10 now old stealth teams,
Yeah, because I think
or
between
9
all,
rather. Yeah.
I might have 12. I think between like the new sculpt and the old sculpt. I guess not the new sculpt, the newer sculpt.
Yeah.
It is kind of
Um,
weird they didn't, because typically when they do like mid edition updates like that aren't tied to a codex, they usually still let you do like a 3-man team before like.
yeah, because I thought there was going to be a whole new type of like a whole new data sheet. No, no, they're just going to change the current stealth suit sheet. It's like, huh, that is not what I expected, but okay.
Also, like, it's not an old kit. It's a it's still a pretty good kit. I don't know why. I don't know why stealth teams was the one that we got.
I think they were. I have the suspicion they probably weren't selling the way GW wanted them to. I know they were not the favorite version of stealth teams.
Yeah, I definitely liked the ninja robots over the eggs.
I don't think that's a unpopular opinion by any stretch of the imagination from what I've seen.
And like, I think I've grown attached to the egg, but I still preferred like the old ninja suits.
Scott's
However, the
just
new
doing
ones
the
kind of like
old.
blend those looks, which is nice.
This is
All right.
just Scott's
Yeah, it's
modern
just
version of like the middle school egg assignment where you have to like not break it.
it's just my hot take of the day is I like the stealth suit kit.
What? John
There
having
was
a hot
no,
take? No way.
there was no
Like
way.
Scott being a hipster, who could have possibly foreseen this?
Also, Tristan brings up an excellent question. Well, his statement brings up an excellent question. So, I think we have decided that some of us are going to go to Adepticon this year. Well, we have decided some of us are going to go to Adepticon this year. Tristan will be meeting us there, is the plan. What are you guys interested in playing at Adepticon or doing? Did you want to play? Did you want to play games? Were you going to go there for like the hobby stuff?
I'm kind of
Because
torn.
apparently, of like the big three, so Nova Open, LVO, and Adepticon. Because Goonhammer actually just put out an article about this today. As far as vendor halls are concerned and hobbying is concerned, uh, Adepticon's the best
Hmm.
for like hobby stuff, hobby and vendors.
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like, so they are doing a narrative event for 40K that I'm interested
True.
in. That one I'm interested in. I did also see there was a group that was doing like a how to play for a Napoleonics game that I did kind of want to try. But if I'm doing the narrative event, I'm probably not going to be able to.
It depends.
Depends on
Because
when
I
it
don't think
starts.
the narrative event takes up the entire weekend.
It's like Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And I
Means you're
think
Napoleonics and not Bronze Age. Cringe.
we can probably do both, John. um,
Apparently, Tristan's interested in trying Drop Fleet Commander.
drop feet.
Drop Feet.
Scott, are you
Our
dropping
latest
your
get
new?
rich quick scheme. We're going to try dropping our feet on the internet.
You know the place. That one.
Internet
Yeah.
place.
You know, the foot place.
But
That doesn't
yes,
narrow it down at
so
all. I don't know why I said it like that.
sorry, I interrupted you. I interrupted you guys. What were you saying?
Nope. You were correct in interrupting him.
Nope. That thought should not have finished. Let's just keep going.
Don't worry about it, Scott. You did the Lord's work.
All right. So you're thinking maybe the 40K narrative?
I'm debating that. I did definitely see some like little stuff I wanted to check out, like the Napoleonics one and a couple little seminars that might be interesting. A lot of it just kind of depends if I can get, because you have to buy tickets to the event and then you have to buy tickets for, or you have to reserve spots in the tournaments, right?
Yes.
So I think a lot of it just depends on what you could manage to do.
All right, all right. Jonathan, what are you interested in?
No idea. I've not looked at all.
That's
Oh,
fair. Because they have like, Adepticon is very good for like, hey, there's this random game that I'm interested in that I've just like never gotten to play because there's nobody near me.
yeah. From what I saw, it looks like there was a lot of like little 1 hour like vendor like show off games. Where like, hey, you want to play? Come on over, check it out. We'll walk you through it, show you how it works. Stuff like that looked interesting. Chill dude. Chill dude.
Parties have to play 30K.
I did see there was like an escalation league
That
for
is fair.
30K.
That is fair. There is like 30K narrative.
Those are always good events.
I also saw a 1K tournament for Old World.
Oh, okay.
Just
Jonathan,
1K.
I think so. The preview, like the daily preview is up. There is also allegedly they have in the schedule a preview for 40K on Thursday night, which if we go, we probably will not see because we will probably be getting there Thursday night. That's the other thing. We need to figure out logistics because if we're driving, it's a 16-hour drive.
Yeah, I was figuring. At least, well, yeah, we'll figure out logistics. I was thinking maybe leave on like Wednesday after work,
Mm-hmm.
stop in like, I don't know, Omaha.
That'd be at like midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably do that because then I wouldn't have to ask for Wednesday off.
Yeah.
Because if we're taking 2 days there, 2 days back, would we need like Monday off, or are we just gonna like knuckle down on us on Sunday?
I don't know. We'll figure. We need to figure that out.
Yeah. We need to see if we can get tickets first.
Also true.
So someone's gonna have to be the designated ticket buyer. Scott,
Why would one person need to be the designated ticket buyer?
to get tickets for us.
You can also buy your own tickets.
Yeah, but if someone needs to sit and like buy multiple tickets, or else we're gonna have another Dragon Con situation where one of us doesn't get to go because they were working really hard at the time. Scott.
Huh?
Some of us didn't get to go to Dragon Con. What was it last year? I guess year before last. I think it was 2026, but not Dragon Con.
Dragon Steel.
Dragon Steel. Yeah.
None of us got tickets.
Not last year or the year before that. Both of you did, and I didn't because I was at work.
No, none of us got tickets. Scott knew a person
That's also
who
true.
bought 2 extra ones. Me and Scott both tried and were unable to get one.
Yeah. No, I got my tickets by a fluke.
Okay, but case in point, you guys were able to try. I wasn't.
No, I think we were actually working when they. I was on. I was on the floor where I couldn't access the computer.
I think we were home.
Yeah, I definitely remember you two guys like trying. I remember you guys texting me like, we couldn't get it.
I think I was in Virginia at the time. No.
I don't think so. Because you
I
guys.
was here, and I'm pretty sure we got snowed out that day. If I remember correctly.
I don't know. I just remember I was at work. Like, I was actively unable to even look at it.
Regardless, the tickets are up. You can just go buy them right now.
I think it's just pre-registration, isn't it? I don't know. I thought they didn't go up till like the 11th.
I thought they were just up.
I didn't think so. I mean, I took a real quick peek at the thing, so I could be wrong.
Registration opens January 11th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, it's not just. Well, that'll be like part 1 is seeing what we can get, and then part 2 will be actually planning how we're going to make this work.
All right. What are the events?
There's a bunch of them. But yeah. I don't know, I think I want to do something narrative personally, but whether that's 30, 40, or Trench Crusade.
Time to go and just play Magic.
We just don't see John for the entire weekend.
I mean, that that tracks on previous experiences.
You know what? Fair.
As
I have heard that.
I have a reputation of going to LVO and then just hitting the strip all week.
Ironically, the first time I might actually be able to go to LVO, I will not have a free place to stay, which is moderately upsetting.
Tragedy. Ooh. I can play Star Wars Shatterpoint, which is a game that I want to play, but nobody else around here has any interest in.
See, like I said, it's perfect for that.
And those ones don't sell out as fast. These models are so good.
Force Heresy Escalation.
Saw that one.
Ooh, there's the old world.
What day is the 11th, actually? 5 days from now? It's I'm on the weekend? Okay, so it's gonna be Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Just midstream, we're gonna be like, everybody, hold your horses. We gotta go get tickets.
There we go. There's the old world 3,000 point game.
Like, I know it's around here somewhere. I just have to find it. I know these nerds are going to be doing stuff. Perkysaur says he will heal your soul. I think in reference to the thing I was talking about.
Yeah. I will say, feet are a very big theme in Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Huh?
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 Like in the same way hands are a very big thing in all of Sanderson's works.
Yeah. He gets a lot of achievements for killing things with his feet.
Please tell me he's like moderately disgusted by it every time he does it.
Oh, yep. He doesn't like it. And then there's this like AI that tells him achievements that he got. And the one that has anything to do with feet achievements is like really creepy about it.
Here we go. A demo for HeroScape's G.I. Joe box.
HeroScape's getting a G.I. Joe box?
Apparently.
Huh.
Talk about non-culturally relevant things. And G.I. Joe.
I don't know. HeroScape, I don't know how popular HeroScape is, but I've seen it everywhere. Like, it is at stores.
No, I know. I'm just making jokes.
There was a lot of people playing it at Gen Con? No, that was Dragon Con.
There's more than one box of HeroScape G.I. Joe models.
What do you mean?
Well, there's at least 2. That is more than 1.
Okay.
I've seen like
How
6.
many are there? There's 6?
What
What do you mean there's 6?
Hey, if you too would like to see G.I. Joe HeroScape on the channel, be sure to go down below and like, comment, and subscribe.
Cobra and G.I. Joe like infantry box.
Huh.
So 5. No,
Huh.
4. I'm good at counting.
I still have all my old HeroScape models. I use them for like D&D and stuff, but I don't know if they still work. Like, I don't know if they're legal things to use in new HeroScape.
There's like a non-zero chance I'm picking this up.
The G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Was G.I. Joe an important part of your childhood?
It was.
I feel like this is new John lore. I don't think we've heard this before.
So Hasbro at some point announced that they were making I was on a Discord one day and a friend told me that Hasbro announced that they were making a Transformers, Power Rangers, and G.I. Joe role-playing games.
Yes.
Within the next 5 minutes, I had pre-ordered the G.I. Joe role-playing game.
I feel like I remember you talking about that, actually.
Yeah, no, G.I. Joe was actually a huge part of my childhood.
Which also does remind me I've been intending to get the Power Rangers RPG to at least have on my shelf, and I keep forgetting to buy it.
Bless you.
What was
What?
that? I don't even think that was a sneeze. Hold on. I think
No, that's-
John. That sounded like John just got abducted by an alien.
Jonathan, protect your butt.
It would probably help if I put these together where you guys could see them. I apologize. I need to put that little
And
piece of tape back
professionalism.
on it so I can actually remember where I'm supposed to be sitting.
Bless you. But yeah, I think for Adepticon, I definitely don't want to do like a tournament. I've definitely heard that like Adepticon is better for narrative and more social things.
I feel like anything like once you hit a certain critical mass, it just becomes very sweaty.
Yeah. Well, there was something I was reading as well about their terrain layouts are like dubious at best.
Hmm.
So they don't put a lot of effort into those tables. They put a lot more effort into like the narrative tables.
Ooh, Flames of War.
John's just gonna disappear for an entire weekend just playing entirely obscure games. The rest of us are gonna bring one army, and John's gonna bring like 3 different game systems.
I'm a bad day away from starting a Flames of War army.
I thought you had one.
No. I have a Team Yankee army.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking Team Yankee.
I knew Team Yankee. I thought he mentioned he had a Flames of War as well. Why is his leg not wanting to fit? Will you fit? You also don't fit. My leg no fit. Are these the right legs?
My issue with Ball
Let's
Dashman, by
see.
the way, is I just prefer the size Flames of War.
The epic. No, these are right
Yeah.
legs.
I wanna
Actually,
play
it's
with
the left
tanks,
leg.
so I wouldn't have played the game where I could just put 100 tanks on the battlefield.
He has a point. He has a point.
He's out of line, but he has a point.
Could learn to play Blood and Plunder.
Be hard.
You want to try that again, Joe? Or Scott?
Nah,
Okay.
it was perfect the first time.
I'm not seeing Victory at Sea though, which makes me sad.
Oh, it fell.
Really? That was kind of surprising.
I don't know if I've ever seen the game actually played.
That's also fair.
So
If I'm
Tristan,
being
you
honest.
actually don't have to dedicate you don't have to do the multi-day narrative. The narrative is in like 2 parts. So there's one kind of like more or less a full day. It's like to 5 p.m. I think it's like 8 to 5. So it's like a full day for most of the narrative games. And then I think there's a big like grand finale like fight on Saturday, but it's technically optional. You don't have to like register for it if you don't want to. I think there's an evening one as well. That's technically an option.
Hey, what the fudge? Black Powder has an event.
Well, yeah, it's made by Warlord Games.
Victory at Sea doesn't.
I don't know.
Their World War II Navy combat game, like it's also Warlord game.
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Wait, no." I think that's
Wait
Warlord
a
Games too.
Blood Red Skies has an event. What the hell, guys?
Today
I'm
on
excited for when he goes
Neuro-Heretical
through this and
Wargaming.
he's like, oh, it's right there.
It's not there. I'm about to tilt.
Today on Neuro-Heretical Wargaming, John discovered some of his favorite games aren't that popular, even at the weird nerdy conventions.
Bolt Action Combat Patrol. What does that mean?
Either starter box only, or I think there is that might be the Kill Team equivalent.
Oh,
Or maybe they just use that name as a shorthand for like small 500-point games. I don't know.
maybe that would track. Rookie
3
Source says,
That-
what?
platoons
You don't
max,
want to-
500 points, 9 order dice.
How many points you said?
500.
Oh, okay. Still 9 order dice though, so it's like please don't bring a bunch of bamboo fighters, please, for love of all that is good.
I mean, they did
Don't leave
show
them
up.
to us.
Someone did a review recently of the new Japanese book, and they said they think bamboo fighters are probably dead. But I have noticed that a lot of the community seems to have taken that as a challenge. So make of that what you
Okay.
will.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't think bolt action has an authoritative enough voice in it to be like, yeah, I don't really believe you.
Yeah, it doesn't really have like a Art of
Like
War
a
or Goonhammer equivalent.
yeah, it doesn't have like a Richard Siegler or something.
Yeah. I will say, I'm not a huge fan of like the online communities or like online communities for bolt action because it's a lot of people that are mostly there just to be salty about 40k, and it's like I like both system, guys. I don't really care whether you like it or not. Like, I
You know what that
don't.
reminds me of? The online community for 40k. I'll be here all week.
Anyway,
I'll put
it's
myself
just
to sleep.
like almost every thread is just people
Back,
complaining
bitch.
about 40k in some way. It's like, guys, you're playing an entirely different game at this point. Actually, move on. I don't know why you guys are so salty right now. You're not even playing the game. They're different game systems. Just let
Well,
them
outside my fish
be.
tank.
The fish isn't outside the fish tank, right?
Huh?
All I heard was outside the fish tank.
There's a puddle outside the fish tank.
Are there two fish
Are
in
they
the tank?
There's still 2 fish in the tank.
You gotta find a better lid, man.
I reinforced it.
They're dumb enough to keep trying.
Right? I don't know what's going on.
They wish for the sweet release of death, apparently.
Or they know that there's food out there. Like well, he brings the food from out there. Maybe that's where the food is out there. If I go out there, I can get the food now instead of later.
Or maybe they're just bored of the little tank and they're trying to move upstream. However, there is in fact no stream.
The stream is a lie. Good
With
night,
it.
fishies.
Oh, I almost did it, guys. I almost did all the green stuff work for my Necrons.
Oh.
What do you mean?
So the Necron concept that I'm going with, I'm calling the Court of the Blind King. So I'm making all of the Necrons like blank-faced, just like filling in their face, so it's just like one smooth face that like really add to like
The
the
creep
cosmic
factor.
horror.
Yeah.
The creep factor, right? Except for the cryptex. In my head canon, the cryptex are the ones running everything.
They're the
Um,
mouth of Sauron.
yeah, like a mouth of Sauron almost. Well, no, it's more like a Jafar kind of situation where they're not technically in charge, but they are. They are in charge.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm, making all their faces flat to add to the creep factor, and I only have 7 more to go. Then I gotta wait for this to dry, and then at some point I can start priming these. And once the last of the green stuff's in, I will start. I will go back to working on my crisis suit.
Well, Scott, at
God
this rate, you'll have it
damn it,
done.
Tristan!
What is
I
that?
swear this is an idea I had in college when the Necrons first got their rage refresh. I swear.
What did he
Honestly,
say?
Tristan said, "Man, it's really making sleep token Necrons." I don't know what that's from.
It's a musician that I like that it wears a mask. Very popular artist, actually. But
I don't know where I was, but I was with you like in the last couple days, and I swear to God, I saw someone in a sleep token sweater.
yeah, no, I've seen a couple of them. I see them all the
Okay.
time, actually.
Okay. Okay.
John's
I
over here
think it
trying to make
was.
sure he wasn't just like hallucinating this.
Yeah, I think it's someone in space Wolves is giving me carpal tunnel syndrome.
I think all
My
these
hands are
minis.
shaking right now.
We're gonna start a GW like medical fund.
If you guys want to support the GW Medical Fund, please be sure to like and subscribe below.
I gotta go over and click the thing. What are you doing that hurts your hands while putting models together? Meandered. It reminds me of the time we had a guy like heat cat in basic training, and like so he like overheated, right? And he was like about to pass out, but we got back to the barracks in time, so we were on like a ruck march. We took him upstairs, and we were gonna do like a immediate cool down. So we was like shove him in the shower, right? Well, some idiot turns on the hot water, and they put him in, and he's like out of it, but he keeps repeating, hot, hot. Like he just keeps repeating this word. And they're like, and these idiots are like, why is he still hot? And then finally someone touches the water and they're like, oh my god, it's hot water. And they finally switched it to cold. And he was like, ah.
America's finest.
Like, oh my god, guys. This wasn't like, this wasn't even like early on when everyone's like half panicked all the time. They don't really understand how everything works. This is like well into it. This is like almost at the end of our cycle. Like, guys.
Four more.
How many Necron? Do you have 2,000 points of Necron, Scott?
I thought I did, but I'm having trouble finding my oh butts. What's like the sergeant dude?
Oh.
Do they have a sergeant equivalent?
It's almost like a Scutari Marshal equivalent.
Oh, Lord? I think there's like
No.
Necron Lord, Necron Overlord.
No, he's effectively like a. Hold on.
Back to listening to K-pop Demon Slayers.
SO 2025.
Listen here.
Congratulations, you and my niece have something in common.
Oh, Warden, that's the one.
It's a bot. Like, what do you want to
Yeah, no, it's
good
just
shit.
No, I've heard it's good. I've heard it's good.
music.
All right.
It's the Royal Warden is what I was thinking of. I thought I had a couple of them. I can't find any of them except my old Metal Destroyer or old Metal Immortal that I was going to have as my count as.
I'm gonna be in net.coms for a little bit. Heads up.
We need to figure that out, Scott, because bro, I need you to play one of those in a couple of weeks.
But I think otherwise I do have 2,000 points. I don't think it's a good list, but it's funny.
Really, what more could you want?
That's kind of better, to be honest.
Yeah.
All revolves around just keeping 20-man warrior blocks alive.
I see no problem with this. I'd personally love. If I was playing Necrons, I would be doing like Terminator Necrons, like the old style ones. I do enjoy the modern like Necron depiction, but I like the old Terminator ones. I like the idea of playing the old Terminator ones better. So if you have not read The Infinite Divine, do so. It is fantastic.
It is really good. The issue with the old Terminator Necrons is like I think they needed to change the style a little bit because they just kind of like ran through the entire look. Like they did all the variations that they could. And it's like, huh.
What
Well,
is Terminator
right.
Necrons y'all are talking about?
Like the original Necrons that are like the pre like
Oh,
Aztec or Egyptian like
Necrons that look
iconography and
like
everything.
Terminators, not Necrons that are like in Terminator. I understand now.
Got it.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the original rules even had like "I'll be back" was the name of the reanimation protocols.
Yeah, I think
Like it was not subtle, even by GW standards. It's actually impressive because it came out in like 2001 when GW was trying to be more unique.
but they did also because they came back very easily. I think they just kept coming back too, and like fairly reliably.
Yeah.
So much so that they had a rule that if you got them below like half strength or something, they just phase out.
Fair. I mean, like, Necrons are always in kind of a weird spot where they're either kind of just okay or they're really good.
Yeah, and I
Right.
think right now they're just kind of there's a couple builds that are like top table.
Or I guess I should say their reanimation protocols is either really good or just okay.
Oh, yeah. Last
Yeah.
edition is probably too much, but I think that goes for every special rule last edition.
Fair.
You know how to play the Space Marine army, right?
I know how to play a Space Marine army.
You know how to play like Space Marines in general, right? Like it's all the same.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Real talk. Should I bother assembling and painting these Furnace Marines that I have from Leviathan?
Mm, like, as part of like a list you're going to play, or like just to have?
I think for a list for now.
A list
I
for
would
now. I would probably
prioritize them.
Yeah, I would prioritize something else over them for actual list building. They have their moments. You could actually probably ask Wanting Fire all about them because I'm sure he's run them a lot more than I have probably at this point. They
Yeah,
have they
It's
work
also very
good.
different for Salamanders versus like Space Wolves.
Yeah, I was gonna say they work
luckily
good in
have
the
some-
Salamander detachment, which I enjoy. But I also have a Redeemer, so I just run that for my Flamer weapon. But
yeah, I it for a little bit airbrushing.
Okay, but yeah, I think they're good in specific builds.
yeah, they have their moments. They're not bad. You're not using them for battle shock though. You're just using them because they're, flamers. I mean, if you don't have infiltrators, you could probably just use them as back objective holders, and they'd probably be okay.
Also true.
5 flamers coming, like hitting a unit that's coming down. Yeah, you'll do pretty good.
All right, that is the last one. I guess I have some flayed ones I need to build still, but I'm not too worried about it right now.
Tristan does also say this is why a big part of engineering is soldier proofing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We tend to refer to them as ASVAB waivers. Because some people, because you can get an ASVAB waiver, which is mildly horrifying.
What does that mean for the uninitiated?
So when you join the United States military, you have to take what is called the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test, and it is designed to be like, hey, this person would be good at these jobs, blah blah blah. It's basically kind of like an SAT, whatever, but for the military, right? And it is graded on a percentile. So the highest you can get, obviously, 99. I got 98. I did pretty good. Each service has different requirements for the different sections that they want for specific jobs, but they also have a minimum for the percentile. And it depends on the service. The Army one is pretty low. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. It's probably relatively high now. Higher than it used to be because they're being a little more strict.
No longer in a stop loss world.
Yeah, well, we don't live in a GWAT world anymore, right? So I believe looks like it is. I think for Army requires a minimum score of 31. All you have to do is do better than 30% of the people that take it. Right? You just have to be in the top 2/3 of people that take this test. And people still fail.
I mean, you gotta be. There's the final 1/3, man.
When
By definition, shouldn't a third of people then fail?
A third of people should fail, right? But people like fail hard. Like when I took mine, I went back. Like I was sitting there waiting for my recruiter to pick me up. And it's like me and this other guy, and he is on his phone, and he is mad. He is upset. He is like yelling at his recruiter. Because get this guy got like a 12.
Oh no.
Yeah. And at some point he looks at me and says, "Hey, what did you get?" And I was like, "I haven't checked yet." I was just like, "I'm not looking. I don't want to know."
Well, hopefully, we know it's more than a 12 now, but hopefully more than a 12.
I want to say when I took the test, it was like genuine like a 20 something. It was lower because this was like in 2013. We were still very much involved in Afghanistan. Like it has gone up. I'm sure of that. But I think the Army is the lowest. Not the Air Force was the highest, but another one's saying it's actually tied for the Army. Maybe I think the Navy is the highest. Navy and Marine Corps are relatively high. I mean, the Marine Corps always has high because they actually don't need that many people, so they can like afford to turn away a lot of people and then act like they're super like duper because of it. But
Right.
that's neither here nor there. All right, I've got like 4 more dudes, and they're all shields, and I'll be done with these guys.
I forgot the part, but yes, Swanton Fire. We were talking Infernus Marines because Jonathan's debating if he wants to prioritize building and painting his.
For Space Wolves Army to be.
Spache Wolves. Also, I forgot from the Tristan lore that everyone in his school had to take the ASVAB.
Technically, everyone was supposed to take it at mine too, but they didn't actually check, which is something else.
I have another Space Marine question.
Oh god.
How do you tell the difference between an infiltrator and an intercessor?
An infiltrator and an incursor, or an intercessor.
Intercessor.
They're entirely different armor.
Are they?
Yeah.
How do you tell the difference?
An infiltrator is in Phobos. They have a lot lighter armor, and they have different helmets.
Huh.
What kit are you building?
No, I'm painting kits that I got secondhand from.
Oh, I mean, send me pictures and I can tell you which is which. But yeah, infiltrators are in Phobos armor, so they got like light armor. Intercessors are in the standard Marine armor.
Taking a break from assembling, so I'm airbrushing right now.
Airbrushing. Brushing with air.
Airbrushing.
It took a while, but I finally got converted to the cult.
This is the second time you've bought a Space Wolves army, and the third time that I know of you've bought Space Marines.
Accurate.
Since I've known you, mind you, not even like in your entire life. Since we met, I have known you to own like 2 Space Marine armies prior to this. One of which was Space Wolves.
Space Marines to more than half of the channel.
You gave away Space Marines to me.
I thought I sold you some of them.
I think I bought.
I wouldn't be surprised if I just gave them away. I'll be honest. Like it wouldn't surprise me if I did that.
I do think I bought the. I think you sold me an infiltrators kit, like a 10-man box.
Yeah.
And then you just gave me the other half, the Space Marine half of the Leviathan box you bought.
I
the
sold
second
them
Leviathan.
Get the shit out of my house price.
That is also the reason I technically have a Sigmar army.
This is true.
Sigma.
Get this out of my house. Hindsight, should have sold it to Scott at the get this out of my house price, but I was trying in vain, I think, to get you to actually play AOS.
You would have had more long-term success with Scott, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, the problem is it's just at the very bottom of my list. And GW keeps releasing just enough cool stuff that I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I'd be down to try like a spearhead at some point, but I'd be hard pressed to commit a whole army for a game system.
Yeah. Like the old world I would be willing to do, but it's also because that's kind of itching the historical itch I've had recently. And AOS wouldn't really like itch that.
Because it has the rank and file mechanics.
Yeah. AOS is a bit too like high fantasy. Not high high fantasy for me.
AOS is very high fantasy. It is
Yeah.
an accurate description.
Which, contrary to popular belief, not the same thing as epic fantasy. Comes up with Lord of the Rings a lot.
Well, how do we actually define the difference? Because I don't know.
An epic fantasy is more has to do with like scope. High fantasy is just like a lot of magic. I mean, these things are not like actual terms. They are fandom terms and marketing terms for the most part.
Right, but like,
Academically, they'd all just be speculative fiction anyway. But so when people talk like high low fantasy, they're really kind of talking about the amount of magic. I've seen some people treat secondary worlds as kind of high fantasy, but I don't like using that because if that is the case, then Conan the Barbarian is like high fantasy, and it is the prototypical low fantasy. So it'd be very odd to do.
So what's Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings would be kind of epic fantasy. Where
What's
it
higher low fantasy though?
that's kind of so it's kind of a tricky one. I would honestly put it probably a bit more on the low fantasy side because the magic is pretty low key for the most part. Like the magic's also not really explained, which is pretty typical of low fantasy. So like Gandalf can kind of do what he needs to do. Saruman can kind of do what he needs to do. There are rules around like the ring, but the magic is kind of their. I kind of want to say in the background might be the best way to describe it, but it's not like if you compare Lord of the Rings to Stormlight Archive, right? The magic is much more in your face in Stormlight Archive. And so I would call that much more higher fantasy. I would probably put Lord of the Rings somewhere in the medium category. Which isn't like uncommon for that era.
medium fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, like it's there. I don't want to call it low fantasy because I don't think it's hitting the same niche as like Conan the Barbarian, which is from the same era. I think it's higher fantasy than that, but compared to what high fantasy has become, I don't think it's fair to call it high fantasy necessarily. I don't think it's a very accurate description. Scott, I'm not entirely sure I didn't accidentally steal some bases from you.
Are they 50 mil bases? Because I don't know where the hell my 50 mils are.
No, I know you gave me some like 25, a bunch of
Oh,
25, so I owe you some of those. So if you ever need some, let me know and I'll give you some. So
Oh,
I
it's
bought
okay. I have a big bag like right on my desk
a...
that I'm going to use for my guys.
I
But
could hear you move it.
yeah,
um, yeah, I don't know. I just know because this is the ones I got from the combat patrol we split for agents. So I know that I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 dudes and then 2 dogs. But I still have like 2 28mm bases left. I think they might have actually. I think those are actually supposed to be yours because you
Oh.
had the Was it? You got the assassin and the Inquisition dudes.
yeah, inquisitorial agents.
Yeah, Inquisitorial. That's one of them.
All right. I mean, I'm not overly worked up about that.
Let's see. I know. I just wanted to remind you if we bought this like 2 years ago, and I just realizing it. So I just want to let you know if you're like, oh hey, I'm too short. We may have just gotten extra. I don't know, or they fell in there from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's all good. I still have a decent amount of just 28 of just bases all over.
Okay.
Okay, so Wanting Fire does say, Infertus Marines are pretty good in terms of Overwatch since they auto-hit. They can also cause some battle shock when they damage enemies, but I play Firestorm, which gives them assault and extra strength, which, like I said, that's what makes them sing.
Yeah, and like Firestorm has its place. I mean, I play with my Black Templars fairly often, and they mesh really well. But I mean, if you're playing I don't know if Space Wolves are going to be playing Firestorm very much.
No.
I mean, like I guess you could kind of do it if you wanted to play them kind of the similar way to how I played Knight Templars, where you're wanting to move around, use that assault to get extra movement and still shoot with some heavy weapons. You probably could, but I don't think you're doing it very often.
No, he's not really brute. If he's bringing Space Wolves, it's not for heavy weapons.
I mean, you need heavy weapons to make up for the stuff that like your melee units can't necessarily crack, or might have difficulty reaching fast enough to crack. Because I got a lot hard hitting melee units too, but they got to get somewhere. but my melee units are also kind of squishy. I don't have access to good unique Terminators, I should say. So I do technically have unique Terminators. But that I do. They're not unique models or anything, but there is a data sheet because we lost Oath a Moment, and the Terminator data sheet relies on Oath a Moment, so they changed it slightly. I don't even know what it does. It's not good.
You have Terminators the same way EC has Terminators.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, technically, legally speaking, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
but actually no.
So Tristan's saying he's always heard high and low fantasy discussed separately from high and low magic.
I mean, that's not uncommon. Like I said, these are mostly fan terms and like marketing terms. They don't actually mean that much.
Hard soft magic.
I mean, that's an entirely different thing. I mean, and that's just like that had. Funnily enough, that probably will have a bit more, like academic usage, thanks to Sanderson, just because like he is involved in the academic side of like writing a lot more than most writers, and since he actually actively teaches writing to a very wide audience, he will probably have more.
Dumb. Oh right, sorry. Carry on.
What were you gonna say, John?
There's like 4 different detachments really that Space Wolves kind of runs. Saga the Beast Slayer or Gladius is their all-rounder. And then Stormlance.
Yeah.
Is what I will what the first Space Wolf list you all see we'll see on the channel will probably be Stormlance, if we're being honest.
I mean, they've got the actual models to pull it off.
I just said that I was assembling 18 Thunderwolf Cav.
Exactly.
So,
Again.
I wonder if Jeff still has the ones I told him.
Yeah, I generally use high and low fantasy to mean like high and low fantastical elements, which I guess technically could be separate from magic, but I just don't. Just because like I said, a lot of times they get used interchangeably to mean like secondary worlds. So I like it. I like to separate that as like a different thing. So like if it's
secondary world.
Well, secondary world is just something that doesn't take place on Earth, that doesn't take place like in our universe, if that makes sense. So Lord of the Rings is the prototypical secondary world. Conan the Barbarian, yes. So technically in Silmarillion, I think is where they actually like where it's kind of revealed, quote unquote. It's supposed to be like a super super far back past of Earth.
Okay.
But because that's
that
that's like some Silmarillion stuff. Lord of the Rings itself doesn't bring that up, as far as I'm aware.
Sure.
So
I did not know that was the case.
Yeah. Yep. They're all. It's supposed to take place. The elves that remain actually technically still remain to this day, quote unquote. You just can't see them. They have physically disappeared.
Tolkien wanted to create a mythology for England.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a similar idea.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I could have ascertained that then.
And there's a lot of like theological stuff too tied into it. We won't get too into, but yeah, Conan is usually called Sword and Sorcery. That kind of describes the style of the books themselves, not books, because they're mostly short stories. Though even Conan is actually supposed to take place in a very distant passive Earth, because he didn't want to do research. He didn't want to create like a proper secondary world, and he didn't want to do enough research to write historical fiction. So he was like, I'll just put it far in the back and make it vaguely similar to what I think these are like, which leads to some unfortunate implications.
Oh?
Yeah. A lot of...
I know nothing about Conan.
Go just look up... There's an actual world name for it, but I don't remember what it was. It's like the Hybordian Age, I think. Look it up and just look at the names of some of the nations. It is stereotype central at best. So, good stories. Recommend a lot, several stories. Know that going in. It's written in the 1930s. All right?
Yeah. One of those things you have to bear in mind the time.
It was written in 1930s Texas. Treat it kind of like you would treat Lovecraft. So it isn't as racist as Lovecraft. So, there's that. Um,
Wait, something's wrong with Lovecraft. I'm messing with you now. Although there have been a couple of these questions that I've just like teed you up on. So
I mean, it's
Did you name
something
this
that
book what?
I mean, like my major was in English literature. I actively wrote about one of my final papers was about Tolkien and who was it? Lamarck, the guy who wrote All Quiet on the Western Front. It was a contrast, comparing and contrasting them as like post World War One novelists directly affected by the war. Part of me wants to go back and reread it, but part of me also knows it was probably bad. Yeah, Sword and Sorcery.
Hipster has a literal English major.
Didn't say I was a good one. I passed. These get degrees, my man.
hey man, I had a degree in being smart, and I'm no longer smart.
Yeah, Sword and Sorcery is usually more of like I won't say a genre description because there's like genre is also kind of meaningless a little bit. But it's like the style of the story, right? It's very adventure-y, very pulpy, very straightforward. Usually not the craziest thing. Sorcery is usually like big and scary, but it's like very uncommon. It's not a normal thing. Where is this piece actually? See, that's what I'm saying. No one ever asked C degree or GPA. Ain't no one need to know.
They asked to see mine until I got my first job. After that, I took that right off my resume.
Is it still on mine?
Wait. Repentia Superior. Okay, so Tristan is building Repentia, and he knows that the Repentia Superior has all of the watch's holy symbols under lock and key on her backpack. Does she really? Oh my god, she does!
Sister.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah. That's a nice little detail. Okay, I never noticed that. I guess I don't have a modern one here. I have the. Does the old one have that?
That feels
So
like
I
a
made
more
the
modern GW thing.
With the Madonna chest?
You were saying, John?
I made the bit that I should start a Necron army. Did Necron actually have like any spells that I like?
Outside of the Void Dragon?
Yeah. 1 second, I need to make sure my fish didn't just kill themselves.
Are there only 3 named Catan shards? I swear I thought there were 4.
Nope, there is only 3.
Huh.
There are other in lore, but there is not models for them.
Okay, maybe that's where I'm getting caught up.
What was it doing? Necrons.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of the
so,
spells, like, I'm not a huge fan of the vibe. I don't know.
yeah, there's a couple of them I just think are kind of goofy looking. Like their little jet bike thing. I don't like the look of that.
Yeah.
Okay, but you gotta admit that the arcs are iconic.
I think I just always think that the Silent King is a Catan.
The Silent King, I don't honestly like. Okay, hot take. I'm not a huge fan of the Silent King model. I feel like it's just a bit too much.
I mean, it kind of goes into their thing though, because they are very full of themselves.
I mean, like characterfully, I can see the appeal. I just don't like the actual model. Like aesthetically, I don't like the model. Like I get it as a character thing. I can accept
fair.
that.
I kind of dig it. But, yeah.
But yeah, I do have Tristan. I do have an old metal Sister Repentia Mistress is what they used to call them,
Because of course they did.
and it looks like Madonna on stage. That's what we'll leave it at. It's interesting.
Young Madonna, not current Madonna. Not. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make that joke. I feel bad making the joke, so I'm just gonna stop.
Hey, be nice to Madonna. What has she done to you?
Is she still alive?
Yep. And I'll just say this: the woman has not learned how to let go. Let's leave it at that. Let's just say she is not.
I'm not touching anything that Brendan's saying right now.
Apparently, Perkysaurus is bringing their all-metal guard to an escalation league at their LGS.
Based.
So I have an important question here. Does your LGS know you have all-metal guard, or is this escalation league going to be like the slow reveal for it? It's like, hey guys, look at this! I have these couple metal guard. Then 1,000 points. It's like, are those still all metal? Sure are. 1,500 points. Where are you finding all
This
these?
is the Bush Red Army.
Australian and a bunch just metal. It's metal as hell.
Okay.
I think it's a lot of Australians, though. To be fair, from what I have seen, is a lot of Australians, and I
They're a
love
good
them.
sculpt.
They're a fantastic sculpt. I mean, they definitely show their age. I would really I mean, they're probably my second favorite Imperial Guard regiment, so I can't say too much, but I would love to see them again in plastic. What I just love about all these Arbites is they all have radios and pistols and utility belts. They all feel like little characters, and I love that so very much.
Like little Batmans.
What are your top 3 guard regiments?
Top 3. Honestly, it's probably a bit more of a tie for like Krieg and Vestroyans. I like them both. I feel like Vestroyans are inherently a bit more characterful, like on an individual level. So they're probably somewhere tied between 1 and 2. My third one, not actually sure. I feel like maybe like Mordians. I think I find them kind of interesting, but I've also always wanted to write a short story that is like a Mordian and a Kevlar or a Savlar Kimdog get stuck behind enemy lines together and have to deal with each other to survive. So I feel like I like them in conjunction with that. I don't know. I've kind of said it before and I'll say it again. I tend to like kind of unusual like military forces. So like there's
like unusual military forces. Says his favorite is one of the most popular guard legions. Guard
I was about to
regiments.
make a joke. That sounds like hipster shill to me, but
actually, he has a point there, Brenden.
shut up.
I like the ones that aren't that popular.
No, I didn't say they were unpopular. I said like they're different. So like I find like, forces that are basically like heavily armed police interesting. I find forces that are like religious units interesting. I do think I would like to see. There's a unit in Gaunt's Ghost that's like something Skyborn that I thought was kind of interesting. I would like to see more from them. But I don't know if they show up in any other novels or not. I know regiments from their world do, but they're like pilots, like, which is very unusual for a guard regiment, but it does happen. What about you, John? What are your top 3 regiments?
1 and 2 are Valhalla and Cadia. The order changes depending on the day you ask me. Number 3, I don't know their name, but and this is about to be a self-report. There is a regiment that is like just British Redcoats.
I know the name. Praetorians.
Is it Praetorians? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yep, Praetorian Guard.
Which is all for his collection.
Praetorian.
Really?
Also, fun fact: the Praetorians are literally just Mordian models. They popped the heads off and replaced it with a pith helmet.
Yeah,
the original models, at least.
Vibe.
Though, if you would like to get them, you can get plastic equivalents through our affiliate link below, Wargames Atlantic, through the Bulldogs box.
They're Praetorians?
Yeah, have you not looked at it? Go to War Games Atlantic and look up the Bulldogs. They are very clearly close to Praetorians. Speaking of which, I need to check. Do we have a command squad for cannon fodder yet? Nope. Cool.
One day I will assemble these third-party Valhallas that I got however long ago. Because I bought a bunch of Victorious.
Yeah. Bulldogs, they are 110% Praetorians. Legally distinct. Legally distinct.
I do have a box of, I think, a War Games Atlantic squad. I think I have their Catachan kit.
Oh, it's like War Dogs or something like that. It has a name. I think it's literally called NAM.
That sounds right.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me a second. I don't know why I clicked on Trench Wars. I knew that was going to be Trench Crusade. I think it's literally called Space NAM, actually. Oh, I'm not getting any matching things. Did they stop selling it, maybe? I think that was actually a kind of a license thing. Maybe they did. I don't see it.
They have an officially licensed range for Richard Sharp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that too.
That's hilarious. That's great.
Oh, yeah. I don't see Space NAM anymore. I think it's gone.
Huh.
That's unusual. Didn't know they.
They blew it up.
I think it was
blew it
like
all to
set in someone
hell.
else's universe, so they presumably just stopped selling it. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Found it. It's one word, not two. But yeah, definitely good Catachan proxies. For sure. If you're wanting to start Imperial Guard first and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg to get a metal army like Perkysaurus, you want something that's not Cadians or Krieg, War Games Atlantic. And it's cheap.
But I will
Arcadia is
say,
the best regiment.
there's something charming about how dumpy the current official Catachan models are.
I do feel like the paint job in particular isn't doing them any favors.
No, it is not. They did. So if you look at the actual link, if you go to the actual like shop thing, they moved the guy with like the dead stare to like the back instead of being right front and center.
That's kind of funny. Actually, not even kind of. That's just funny. Man who's seen too much.
He deserves a break.
I think everyone in the Imperium deserves a break. I feel like that's not a. I think that's a fair statement. Would you agree?
Nah, Emps deserves everything he gets.
That's what I'm saying. Guy hadn't have blown up my planet, none of this would have happened.
I don't think. I think word bearers think they're a lot more relevant than they actually, or a lot more necessary than they actually are.
We're pretty important to the story. I don't know.
They are, but if they hadn't done it, Chaos would have just found someone else. It's not like they were uniquely close, like uniquely needed. They were just the easiest trick.
Didn't Chaos, because
yeah,
all of the Primarchs got sent to different planets, right? Because of some Chaos tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like they were kind of set up to be the ones for Chaos. So
I mean, kind of, yeah. They ended up on a very chaos like infested planet. If it actually, by the way, if anyone wants to write a unique like alternate heresy, here's a free idea for you. Write one about what if Lorgar ended up on Mars? instead of the planet he actually went to. So he joins the Martian priesthood, and then the Emperor has to be awkward and be like, "Ooh, I have to allow that one," and let things go from there. I think that would be an interesting little starting point. Because what is Imp supposed to do when he gets to Mars, and one of his sons is the Fabricator General? Like, what's the follow-up move to that one, Chief?
Man, my bit about loving Erebus is mostly just a bit. I actually do love Logar, though.
He's okay. He's somewhere in the mid-tier for me. He's fairly likely to come back, though, so that's kind of interesting.
I'll be so happy with that. I don't. To me, he's just interesting, and a lot of the Primarchs fall into an issue where they are a badass and an asshole, and that's just like the entirety of. And maybe that's just like that's their vibe if you don't like read all of their lore.
I mean, some of them just are. Like, Kurz is just an asshole. Like,
I mean,
but that
I
makes
feel like
Kurz fun.
I feel like if you don't read a lot of Space Wolf lore, like that's what you think Rust is.
I think that's
And
fair.
that is to me very much not what Rust is about.
I think Angron kind of has the same issue. That a lot.
True.
He's a better character if you're actually like familiar with him. Like if you read Betrayer, you'll like Angron.
Yeah, he's great.
But like, yeah, some of them I don't. It tends to be the kind of like non-focus loyalist Primarchs to me. They're kind of the most boring. Because like all the Chaos ones are inherently interesting because they have that like rebellion focus, right? And even like Angron could arguably be the least interesting, but they managed to make him interesting. Or at least tragic might be the better term. He's not very deep, but he is very tragic.
Least interesting is obviously Mortarion. That is my anti-death guard slander.
I do think Mortarion is probably the least interesting Chaos one. I'll give you that. He doesn't really have. Yeah, I don't care for him that much. But I like him a bit more. I don't know if I like him more, actually. Like I don't really care for like Vulcan, Ferrus Manus, or
Vulcan.
Vulcan's okay. I kind of like the fan version of Vulcan a bit more than actual Vulcan.
Oh.
Because he's just funnier. He tends to be like the comedy Primarch whenever he gets featured in any fan stuff.
I haven't like read anything with him actually in the Horus Heresy just because
he's really he isn't not that present in it.
I never got around to reading Vulcan. Like I stopped at the book before Vulcan Lives, I think.
I mean, he's important to Siege of Terra because he actually does end up on Terra, and he's the one that he is basically like in charge of protecting the Golden Throne. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think he's the one that basically tells Malkador like it's time, like you have to do this now. And I want to say he sits on it for a little bit, but not for long. So I think he like sits on it to kind of maintain it because he's like a perpetual and can't die. Or like a stronger perpetual than I guess Malkador is. 'Cause I think Malkador was too, and yeah. He plays like, yeah, I think he's supposed to be like kind of protector of it. He fights in the webway for a little bit. So he's not like present much at the siege. I think the other Primarchs don't even know he's there till like the very end. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Like you've been here this whole time. He's like, I was busy in the webway, and they're like, I guess that's fair. But hold on, look for pistols real quick.
God, what Horus Heresy book was on? I think I was on like Blood of Angels or something. That sounds like a really dumb name.
I will say probably my least favorite though would probably be Corvus Corax. Like I couldn't tell you anything about him, and not that interested in what I have seen. And it's kind of like, oh, I kind of forget he's there a lot, which is kind of ironic actually.
I was on Fear to Tread. I love Corvus because I'm a edgy Ravenguard fan.
What? No way.
What?
What? All right. Well, it is getting a little late. We're getting to about 9:45. So So I think the move tonight is I think I'm gonna finish these dudes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So I'm gonna get these dudes and the doggo's done. And I'll officially be done with the Arbites, and then that'll probably be a good time to call it a night.
Might actually go reread Horse Heresy one of these days.
Honestly, I'd recommend just getting the audiobooks for it. It's pretty good for that format. And it's pretty...
Not a fan of audiobooks.
Well, maybe it's time to get one. You can up those numbers. Plus, what this is like...
Most time that I would read audiobooks is when I'm driving. And honestly, I rely on music to keep me awake.
That's just like your
fair.
opinion, man.
Yes?
Yes.
It's just like my
Modifier-
quirk. Yeah.
Wanting Fire says they'd love to run Cadians one day. And then Percusaurus says that they wrote a story about how the Dark Angels were going to the Forge Worlds and Agri Worlds and saving them, but telling the Imperium that they were lost to raise their own army and infrastructure. So they create their own little fiefdom, it sounds like.
Hmm.
See, that's fun. I like that idea.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Isn't that kind of what the 500 Worlds are, though? It's like its own little mini empire in the Imperium.
The worlds of or Ultramar is, yeah, which is 500 worlds. It was the 500 worlds of Ultramar. Basically, Gilliman was like the only one that was full on basically making his own like empire by the time Imps got to him. And Imps was like, dang, you're actually running this really well. You can go ahead and just like keep doing what you're doing. And
Gee, thanks, Dad.
Gilliman was like, all right, fair. And yeah, kept doing what he's doing.
You're running this pretty well. It's like, thanks, I know.
Thanks. It's like the one thing I'm good at. Like the thing I'm like best at.
Aside from having a weird name.
I thought I was like good at everything.
He's like a generalist. He's not like the best at most things. I mean, he's a Primarch, so he's still pretty good, right? Sorry, I'm like looking at 3 different parts right now. I mean, like he's a Primarch, so he's not truly like bad at basically anything except for maybe interpersonal relations. But
To be fair, a lot of the reason why Logar is my favorite Primarch is because Logar sucks.
One of my favorite scenes is in Betrayer, and I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. One of my favorite scenes is in Betrayer when Logar gets squished by a Titan.
Now listen here.
He's like trying to be all tough and stuff, and it just steps on him. I think the entire scene is actually supposed to him being like, I think because the entire like time it's basically been him and Angron, right? And he's having to corral Angron, and I think Angron finally like pisses him off enough that he's like, "Fine, I'll go out and I'll fight the way you like to. Are you happy now, Angron?" And he goes out and ends up picking a fight with a Titan to like prove his mettle, and then it steps on him. It just like crushes him. But he is a Primarch, so he doesn't die. And it's just like a Warhound, so it's not like the big ones. But is it
stepped on by the metaphor? No.
It's just a deeply hilarious scene to me. Even funnier because I think if I remember correctly, the Titan lifts its foot, sees he's still alive, and goes to do it again, and then Angron like squat presses it to keep it from crushing him, which is also deeply hilarious to me. I will say this: if Aaron Dembski Bowden like writes a novel about Space Marines, I will read it. He is probably the best writer of Space Marines in the Black Library. You got like Betrayer, Hell's Reach, the Night Lords trilogy, like a lot of just really good
Who wrote First Heretic?
I think that was ABD too.
Alright, if he wrote First Heretic, he gets respect from me.
I think it was him. I want to say. I think he wrote.
The entire reason why I play Word Bearers.
Let me say. I'm gonna look it up. Yep.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Like genuinely, he is a fantastic writer of Space Marines. He gets it. He can like balance the fact that they're like because they are supposed to be weird and different, but also like being interesting. Over here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the last Black Flag Array book I read was Pentient, the most recent Eisenhower book.
Fair. I don't know. I didn't really get into Eisenhorn, and I'm sure I listened to, is it Malleus? Is that the last one? Or last, like, of the original trilogy?
Yeah, I think it's Malleus.
Yeah, I think it's
Sounds right.
Xenos.
Xenos Hereticus Malleus.
Yeah. I'm not sure I read Malleus. I read Hereticus, and I was like, it's okay. I see why people like it. I just didn't. I kind of just bounced off me. I need to probably for my next Audible credit, I will probably get the next Caiaphas Cain book.
Hero of the Imperium.
Yeah.
Where's my last Eisenhower book, Black Library? Finish the series.
You will get
We
it
ended on
as
a
soon as they
cliffhanger.
need to make money.
We had on a cliffhanger when I was in college. Like,
Tristan says they eventually going to make their Scar's successor, who protect Garden and Paradise worlds, mostly from the Mechanicus, which, you know what, fair. And if that's not allegorical about industrialization, I don't know what is.
Sometimes I feel
Um,
like Tristan just doesn't like the Mechanicus.
I mean, maybe.
Call it a hunch, if you will. There we go.
And then Wanting Fire says, besides Vulcan, they think Dorn is pretty cool.
Ironically,
Wish there was
Dorn
more
is
stuff for him outside of Heresy.
also not a particularly big favorite of mine.
Is Dorn still alive, right?
Yes, probably. So they found his hand.
I was about to say no, probably.
It's implied that he is alive, but no one knows where he's at. I mean, 40K is very much of like a show me the body setting. If you don't see the body, they're probably still kicking. And Dorn, we have in fact only seen his hand. We know he is missing a hand. He's probably roughly 50% on his way to being Paris Manus right now. But that is basically all we know about Dorn.
Most likely, one of my armies is going to get the next Primarch to return. I've heard a lot of rumors that it's going to be Logar, and I've heard a lot of rumors that it's going to be Russ.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the narrative is pointing towards Constantine, though. Not, I know technically not a Primarch, but
So,
It's like the closest
I'm
thing
not-
you can get to being a Primarch without being one.
yeah, he's
Then-
his own legally distinct thing.
maybe they
Yeah.
should expound on the book that reintroduced him to the setting. Jackasses. That was the last Eisenhower book that then has a giant cliffhanger.
I thought there was a more recent book that was revealed that the King in Yellow was actually Constantine Valdor.
Yeah, that's
Or
Eisenhower
was
book.
that Eisenhorn? Okay.
Yeah, it's in the Eyes of Horn series.
Technically speaking, it's in the Beckwin book, but I'm saying they are all Eisenhower books because they are all Eisenhower books to me.
I mean, they're all part of the same series for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
so.
But we've had all 3 Eisenhower books, all 3 Ravenor books, and only 2 Beckwin books.
Oh, fun fact, by the way. Speaking of Paradise Worlds, there is an in-universe romance novel set on Krieg, and it's a Paradise World.
I don't know what that means.
Paradise. I mean, it's kind of what it says on the tin. It's like a perfect world, like not blown to hell like Krieg actually is. Like, I mean, it's Paradise. I don't know how else to describe this, John. The name is very self-descriptive.
All right. Head takers come with an extra base. I cannot explain why, but I just have 2 extra bases now.
What comes with an extra base?
Wolf guard head takers.
Hmm.
Our blade guard equivalent. But our blade guard equivalent are better because they have wolves.
Because they're furries.
They have 5 wolves.
Like you
Like
said,
25 points or
furries.
something. And it's a wolf squad that just runs around besides them.
That is kind of fun.
Yeah. I think they have the crit hound ability where like they have 0 OC unless they're next to a real squad.
A real squad that tells them like, okay, puppy, go. Go, pups.
Yep.
Well, just
I feel like
remember,
that's a nice way to handle that.
there are no wolves on Fenris.
What?
There are no wolves on Fenris.
I don't think that's accurate.
Do you really not know that piece of lore? There are no wolves on Fenris. That is actually accurate.
What do you mean? I'm looking at a wolf right now.
That's not a wolf.
What do
That,
you mean?
it is heavily implied that that is actually a modified human.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
there are no actual wolves on Fenris. They did not
Well,
exist.
GW, stop. You can just make a horse.
Nah.
That's my
I'd
actual, like,
never.
that's my crusade against GW actually, is the like years that they made in between making horse models. We get Death Riders of Creek. Oh, they're not actually riding a horse. It's like this like mutant like monstrosity thing. It's like just make a horse.
Yeah, like the Mechanicus cavalry is actually a dog.
I do
So
love how the Dragoons can't, they don't know how to start them or like restart them, so they're afraid to turn them off.
Hmm.
I don't know if chat has seen my full horse girl energy. I don't think they have because I just haven't happened to like play any army on stream with it. There's a reason why I got 18 Thunderwolf Cav. I like cavalry.
Okay, so on the Lexicanum, the overview literally states, so the first line of it is Fenrisian wolves are unlike any other wolf. And then the overview it states, the Space Wolves state that the Fenrisian wolves did not exist until the arrival of human colonizers. Confusingly, they also state that there are in fact no wolves of Fenris. Thus, what exactly Fenrisian wolves are remains unclear.
They're imported breeds.
Do what?
They're imported breeds.
It's somebody's Cocker Spaniel that got out.
Well, it's not a wolf breed, because they say there are no wolves on Fenris. So whatever they are
There
not
are no
wolves.
of Fenris.
I'm just telling you. It is heavily implied. I think it's in the Thousand Suns novel, actually. That they are like modified humans or something, potentially.
I'm not paying attention to anything in the Thousand Sons book.
It's really good.
It is straight up anti-wolf propaganda.
It's not. It really, really isn't. Like, it shows them being dicks, which isn't like unfair. Because especially when it comes to psychers, they are absolutely like, what's the term?
Dicks?
Well, they're hypocritic. They're hypocrites.
No,
But they're also
no,
dicks
Space Wolves
about
don't
it.
have any psychers.
Look me in the eye.
Space Wolves don't have any psychers.
Look me in the eye,
attention
John.
To the guy, pay no attention to the model, literally launching lightning out of his hands. Space Wolves
That's
don't
a
have any
Ruin
psychers.
Priest.
That is
is
just the
exactly.
spirit of Fenris. Every planet can do it. You're just stupid.
It's a priest. He rolls 1d6 instead of 2d6. I think that's an AOS joke.
I don't know, probably.
No.
Oh yeah, because priest abilities go off on a 1d6.
Yeah.
I mean, the chaplain abilities last edition had that.
Well, no.
I'm trying to remember the last time we had like actual psychic rolls in 30k in 40k. Was it just last edition?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just been a long edition.
We didn't have to roll for it to go
Not a
off.
long
I
edition, but
remember
we've
how
been
this
here for a
worked.
while.
I think I pinned it on the chaplain thing.
I missed the psychic phase. Do I? I don't know. I don't have any real issues with this edition.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think my only issue is the terrain.
Yeah, I would kind of like to see a little bit of a sub faction system return that's a little separate from like uh, detachments. So something kind of in between detachment and like army choice, but not like I'm begging for it or anything. Mostly just
I
so
think there's just
people.
like one miss with this edition, which is like every codex that's come out, I've been terrified for the army that I play because they've just been a lot of them have been not great.
I'd rather have that than it be like constantly like, oh, the new book is just the best book.
But it's like I don't know. There's like a middle ground. I should be excited for my codex to come out, not scared.
I feel like part of that's just a perception thing, though.
Psychic is so bad. Gene Stealers have to call Tyranids with crop circles.
What?
That Tristan said psychic is so
Oh,
bad
yeah.
this edition he has to call Tyranids with crop circles. I was like, okay, all right, I like that. It's good.
That's pretty good.
Good shit. Good shit.
But do they dissolve in water?
No, I've never actually seen that movie.
Do what?
Never actually seen that movie.
How?
Which movie?
I feel like it was everywhere when we were kids.
What
Signs?
is that movie actually? Signs, yeah.
I also not seen that movie.
I didn't even want to see that movie and ended up seeing that movie.
That's
Because
too damn
me-
bad. You had to see that movie.
Me saying I've not seen that movie is probably not a surprise.
John, at this point, I'm not sure anything you could say would surprise me anymore.
Hmm.
All right.
First time I saw The Lion King was in high school.
Like I said, nothing you could say would surprise me anymore. Nothing. You're welcome to try, of course, but you will not succeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22 models done. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen.
And I got the arm joints magnetized, the elbow joints magnetized for my commander suit.
Thunderwolf Cavalry assembled. Head tickers are assembled. I just have 10 blood claws and 8 more scouts.
All right. Well, I don't know about you guys now, but now that I've officially stopped putting stuff together, I'm suddenly very tired. Shout out to whoever sent the little celebratory thing. Here, we'll do a whole bunch more. Well, Scott, would you like to walk us through real quick what we got coming up?
Yeah, so this week, a little bit of a quiet week. We do have the regularly scheduled Sunday stream, which is going to be, oh, I wrote it down. Jonathan versus Brooke, correct?
Yes.
Jonathan versus Brooke. Chouse Demons return to the channel versus Brooke's Blood Angels for possibly the first time outside of Extra Life.
Yeah, I think so. I thought about that. We talked about that, and I thought about it. And I think last time she actually played Orcs.
Yeah, she played Orcs last time.
Yeah.
I think she's only played the once.
Yeah, she
outside
has.
of Extra Life.
Yeah.
So, but yes, so Brooke will be bringing her Blood Angels to a regularly scheduled Sunday stream. That should be it for this weekend. Then the following week, we have, just a regular Tuesday hobby stream. We are bringing back 30K starting next Saturday for our once a month 30K streams. And yeah, so I think that's everything, honestly. There's not a whole lot going on this week. We're just trying to, we just had a business meeting before this, so we're taking a focus on trying to get back to being consistent.
Yeah.
And having our schedules planned out ahead.
Yep, it's nice, relaxed, and of course, we will be back again for this next week to do some more hobbying. Next week we'll either be painting Soviets or we'll start putting some orcs together, probably. Or we'll put a vote to you guys, see what you guys want to do. If you guys have nothing else, anything from you,
I'm
John?
good.
Take that as a no.
Nope.
And
Good.
nothing from Scott. All right, we'll
I'm
call
good.
it a night. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful night. And thank you for joining us.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see you Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.